Hello, in this episode, I'm going to discuss about opening theory. Now, this is pointer one. Now, for chess, it is important to not move a piece too much, as this is a turn-based game. If you move a piece too much, then it will affect the effectiveness of the other pieces on the board. Right? Let's give you some examples to clarify this pointer. Now, one common mistake of most beginners is that they like to move cannon 2 plus 2, thinking that this is a very good move because you can actually move cannon 2 to a lot of places to threaten a lot of pieces. However, this is actually a pretty bad move. Now, for instance, black can counter with horse 8 plus 7. Now, red cannon 2 3, and then black can actually e3 plus 5 or n3 plus 5, and then red c3 9, then black h2 plus 1, then red is going to be c9 1, and black c9 chariot 9 8, and red going to see nothing to catch anymore, so probably then c1 2, and black cannon 8. Now in this situation, you can see that for red only merely move his cannon left and right, and actually the only effective move here is actually from this position to this position. So red can be said that red's only effective move count is one move, right? As we look at black, on the contrary, black has moved one horse, one minister, one horse, one cannon, and one chariot, for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves. So actually, red started first, but the number of move count for red is actually losing, right? So this is a very bad situation for red. So we need to be very careful of the effective move of red in order to not be at a disadvantage in the opening stage. So do not move a piece too many times in the opening stage. Now let's look at another example. This is a less obvious example, right? Red start by cannon 2-5, black counter with cannon 8-5. Red going to be c5 plus 4, hitting the pawn, the soldier. Black is going to counter with a6 plus 5. Now here you might ask, why don't black actually do c5 plus 4 instead? Right? Why not do the same thing? Now if you actually move the same thing, c5 plus 4, then red can counter by moving c5 minus 2. Now the next move, red is going to up the horse to capture the cannon, and the cannon will be actually dead. For example, if now black moves c8 plus 7, red can move h2 plus 3. Now black cannon is already dead because black cannon cannot move away. For example, c5 4. Now red can then cannon 8 5 to threaten a checkmate. This is a checkmate, a popular cue, right, where you have a double cannon threatening the king. Right, black has no solve for this situation. If you stack anything in the middle, red cannon, the front cannon can eat the king. If you don't stack anything, then the back cannon can eat the king. So pretty much the king is actually lost. The only solution for black here is actually to move c4-5, but that will result in black losing a piece. So therefore, when red do the c5 plus 4, black cannot counter with c5 plus 4. But never mind, black doesn't need to do that. Black can move advisor 6 plus 5. Red move with h2 plus 3. Black move with h8 plus 7. This is threatening the center cannon. So red move c5 minus 2. Black move chariot 9 8. Now as we can see here, right, red started the game first. However, black car actually black chariots actually move out first and actually is in this open file. So red started out first, although red has actually gotten something out of it. Red has actually gotten a soldier. However, because of the ineffective move count, right, red actually this cannon 1, 2, 3. So actually this is not 3 move because 1, 2, and then you actually have this position and this position is comparable. Maybe this count as half move. So actually it's 1, 2.5 move. So red actually effective count is 2.5 move. As a result, black actually has developed his pieces earlier. Right? So this is actually not a good situation for red. So this move, this is also an example of red should not move one piece too much. Right? Let's look at a final example. Right? This is a more complicated example. Red move cannon 2-5. Black move cannon 8-5. Red move horse 2+3. Black horse 8+7. Red move going to move chariot 1+1. Black move chariot 9-8. And red is going to move chariot 1-6. This 6th position. This is so far it's actually pretty good. Right? This is a pretty standard thing. Right? Black is going to move chariot 8+4. Right. Now in this situation, red is going to move chariot 6+7. Now this is actually not a good move. Right. This move looks pretty strong, right, at the first stage because it actually threatened to go chariot 6-8 to capture 2 pieces. However, this is actually an empty move because now black can counter with horse 2+3. Now, if red doesn't really continue any attack from this move, red, for example, move horse 8+7, then it defeats the purpose of moving chariot 6+7 first because you are not going to follow it up with anything. Now, if this is the result, then red would have preferred moving simply horse 8+7, or black moving horse 2+3, and then red moving something more effective, for example, chariot 9+1. Now this is a more effective construction. Instead, so red actually moved chariot 6+7. Therefore, when black move counters with horse 2+3, red actually has to continue this attack no matter what. But there is actually no attack to be found. For example, now we continue with chariot 6-7 to capture the horse. Black can actually move horse 7, retreat to this 5th position, for 5th position. Right? Then red actually has no more follow-up. Now, once red has no more follow-up, red is actually forced to redevelop his left piece. So now, for example, red move horse 8+7. Now black then can actually move c5, 7. Cannon 5 to the 7th. Now red actually needs to counter by moving, the only move is chariot 7-6. Now why is that so? Because black is going to threaten c7 -1. For example, if you do not do anything, then black is going to counter with c7 -1. That will be a dead horse. You have to, of course, trade the dead chariot. So you have to actually take your chariot to trade the horse, which is of course a losing trade. So in this case, red is not favorable. So red has to, of course, escape or run the chariot away. For example, chariot 7-6. Now then we can actually make a conclusion at this point. Right, so black actually has moved quite a fair number of pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. This doesn't count as 2 move because the cannon can easily move here. So 4, 5, 6. Now whereas red actually has moved 1, 2, 3. Okay, and most of the move is actually on this solo card, which has achieved not much purpose. So actually red from the effective count, effective move point of perspective, red actually has made a very actually has lost effective move. So red actually has to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yet this 5 move can only be considered as 1, 2, 3. So if as a result, red actually has lost 2 effective moves in this exchange, right? And black has developed his pieces as a result. So this is actually another example of red actually not succeeding in the effective move count. So this is the opening pointer one, which is basically a piece should not move too many moves, right? And that will actually hinder the development of the other piece. This is the pointer for everyone. Thank you for watching this video.